According to a new report, Representatives Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene are running out of money. Oh, but don't worry. Individually, they're both actually doing fine. They're raising plenty of money. They've got money for their campaigns, so don't worry about that. It's the little joint political action committee that the two of them founded earlier this year that, by the way, actually got off to a really good start, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars pouring into this joint political action committee. And of course, that is what the two of them use to pay for their idiotic little cross-country tour. And now, according to a report from Mother Jones, it's nearly bankrupt. After blowing through literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on these campaign stops, the PAC now has just $13,000. The PAC has so little money, it wouldn't even be enough to finish paying off my student loans. That is how unpopular this pair has become together. Because that's the important thing. As I mentioned, they're both doing fine raising money on their own. It's when you put them together that they're starting to have some problems. And of course, as we've reported in the past, their little fundraising tour didn't exactly raise the funds. They spent more money than they made. So they had some events that would cost them, $159,000, but they only raised $57,000 from the event. Here's why this is important, other than, of course, just laughing at these two morons blowing through donors' cash. The point is, they're not as popular as they'd like to think that they are. There are not people across the country clamoring to hear Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene speak about news of the day. People simply do not care about them. And even though individually their campaigns seem to be doing okay, they're still not exactly where you would want them to be for these Republican incumbents, especially somebody like Matt Gaetz, who, while toxic, not quite as toxic as Marjorie Taylor Greene, and that really is saying a lot considering the guy could be arrested on trafficking charges really any moment now. Of course, that remains to be seen. I am losing a little bit of optimism on that issue, but they're running out of money. And they're running out of money because people simply do not care enough about them, or because they're not appealing to people who have enough money to keep their political action committee going, and that also represents a problem for them. As I've said in the past, Marjorie Taylor Greene cannot attract the big money donors right now. Of course, yes, because she is so toxic, but also because she has no committee assignments. And therefore, she really has no say in how legislation is drafted. She basically just gets her up or down, yes or no vote when everything comes to the floor. So these big money, organizations, the big corporations, they have no reason to go after her right now in terms of giving her money because she can't do them any favors. Matt Gaetz, on the other hand, him running out of money as part of this joint political action committee, that is a big deal. He is in a district that has 3 major military bases. Okay, this is prime area for defense contractor spending, and he's not pulling it in. Maybe it's because of the investigation, maybe it's because of his extremism, or maybe, unfortunately for both these two, actually not unfortunately for them, unfortunately for the rest of the country, these two are in safe red districts, and it doesn't matter how much money they raise or don't raise, because more than likely they're both getting reelected, barring any one of them going to prison before the next election.